फितरत के सब बंदे
I work in Ondare organization, and Ondare is a convergence organization, works for the transgender rights, and also I am a student. I am doing my masters in journalism in St. Joseph College, and I identify myself as a trans woman. People have a kind of notions of on transgender identity, like the transgenders are kind of like not they are part of the society. Normally in India there is a kind of a celebration, like boy baby is born, they will be more happy in the family, and normally the same thing happened to me also. They were so happy, and later on till the 10 age I started to revealing my identity, that I have a feminine character in me. Like I used to wear a nail polish, I used to wear a lipstick, I used to dress up like a girl. And one fine day my mother, she thought that something is abnormal with my son, and then she took me to our hospital. I was very much young and I didn't know what exactly it was happening. So but I can remember that day they gave me a kind of mental shock. I don't know what is normal and what is abnormal over here. And again I came back to my home and I was continuously practicing the same thing itself, because I was born with my feminine character. And my father, he took to a church and he said the church father to check me. The father, imagine at the age of 11 and 12, I am still a child. Such big fat Bible, and literally the father hit it on my head, and suddenly I got fainted. Parents failed to understand what exactly my feelings was there. So everything, this was continuously going, and every day literally mental stress, lot of upset, and I couldn't express, and I don't know how to express my feelings. I used to hide all my feelings, which was very painful for me on that age. In college days, they literally used to harass me sexually. They used to come and ask me, "Arey, you have a penis, or you have a vagina, or what you have?" They literally come and touch. Finally, I went to a transgenders community because I couldn't bear the problem within the family, because it was lot of harassment. Because my parents, in my case, my parents didn't force me to go outside, but indirectly they gave a lot of pressure, so that I made myself a decision that I will move out from the family.
Policies change, but as you rightly said, social change, for that to happen, it takes many years. And it always begins at the smallest unit of society, which is a family. So that is where, our emphasis should always be given. In a family, the mother figure or the parent figure, the father, both are very important. The kind of value systems that children grow up in is what influences us. So it should begin there. So I guess, change will actually happen when members in a family change. As women, when I was young, we were never given a very positive feedback or feeler about people who were not falling into these two, very stark categories of men and women. Right? We never were even given an understanding that there could be a third possibility. Thank thank God, we have good filmmakers, good writers who are beginning to talk about them as characters, as people living, breathing with issues to reckon with, and that's how we've, people like me, or people who come from a generation past who did not have much of an understanding are beginning to have some kind of a reconciliation about such people, right? And the very word I'm saying, such people, is still shows that there is still an us and them, which is a very sad thing.
Yeah. My sister got engaged to a man, and they were also happy, and they were the marriage date also came. They started distributing invitations, and marriage date came, and my sister, she said, invite her for, my mother, she said that on one condition, you should come in a pant shirt and you should come. It was very difficult, that decision, because cutting my hair, it is not so easy, and again changing, because I don't know, I have to die and I have to reborn again, and I should go and then what I decided is to wear a burqa and go for that marriage. It was very difficult for me to survive within the community. Then I decided I should get adopted by my own community. So my community adopted me. Now I run a kind of a small old age home, kind of those things, for my own elderly transgender community, because till you are young, you are able to do a sex work or begging any professional. After that, due to a nutrition problem or different health problem, you have been abandoned and you have been thrown out the street. So I take care of the old aged transgenders. I talk to them, and now there are so many families, so-called their biological family, mother and father, have accepted, and they are with the family. So keeping all this, there's a lot of changes, like we have a Karnataka transgender policy which also talks about the family acceptance and non-discrimination, all these things which made a lot of support for the community, so that the community get motivated themselves and talk with their own family.
Let's hold hands together, let's talk, let's communicate, let's bring it out in open spaces, let's discuss. Let's not see it as a taboo and cover it up. See, covering it up and not discussing it is the worst thing that we can do. We have to talk about it, we have to discuss it. More and more people, and media can play a huge role, right? Greater discussions, whether it's in a cinema, in a documentary, students talking about it in university spaces, academicians, talking about it. More and more people talking about it, discussing it openly, bravely, courageously, is what will make the change happen. Otherwise, if we pretend it's not happening, if we ignore that and pretend otherwise, nothing is going to change. Long way to go. Very long way to go.
Why? I had a lot of questions. Why? Because I being a part of a family, I'm being a part of society, I'm being part of everything, then why I am being excluded by all these things, and why I'm not being privileged to access all this kind of institutions where I don't have right.
Yes, it's not easy, especially for people of the lower class. Well, because first of all, they don't have the wealth, the money. Also, they don't have the education, right? They are confused, they don't know, they feel that it's unnatural, etc. See, unnatural, only we get to know only as a social construct. So to make it, why texts, religious texts are there so that we take a leaf out of it. If he could do it, we can do it too, kind of thing. They reconcile themselves. So, people in Indian society that way, we have examples to show that there is nothing wrong in it.
I would have been with my family. I would have been a good daughter to my mother and a good sister to my sister, and I would have been happiest person in the world. But I'm an activist, and I think I should not get into certain emotionals also, because I am here for a cause. There's issues, my family, I think I can bear that all things.
दीवारें ऊंची है, गलियां है तंग, लंबी डगर है पर हिम्मत है संग, पाँव पे छाले हैं सांसें बुलंद, लड़ने चली हूँ आजादी की जंग, बेखौफ